Here is a full upper body super pump muscle day for Dr. Scottsdale. We started off with a traditional close grip pull down for 15 repetitions. And keep in mind there's a lot of transitions in the sequence, so pay close attention to how one works right into the other. After the 15 repetition, Dr. Scottsdale holds down isometrically for 10 seconds. The next movement in the sequence is a straight bar tricep pull down targeting the back of the arms and the triceps. And this is cool because we did 10 repetitions in the downward position targeting the main head of the tricep, then turned around and with an overhead extension with the same positioning with the hands, do 10 to 15 overhead targeting the medial head of the tricep. You see Dr. Scottsdale's workout partner doing the exact same motion. And this routine is really cool because basically there's 8 transitions, but some of the movements repeat themselves as you see as the routine goes along. After the 15 overhead tricep extension, Dr. Scottsdale repeats the first motion with a traditional straight bar tricep pull down for 10 to 15 repetitions. And the weight and reps varies in terms of your endurance and level of advancement. On this part of the sequence, Dr. Scottsdale goes into a Bosu ball push-up, 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down, in a traditional push-up stance. Really focusing on the pectorals here, but as the back and triceps have already been targeted from the previous motions, the endurance factor is really, really high. After the initial 7 of 3 up, 3 down, Dr. Scottsdale is instructed to pump up and down for 14 repetitions on a traditional push-up off the Bosu ball. The next movement in the sequence is a bar curl. Going back to the station he was doing the tricep extension, Dr. Scottsdale holds in a contraction point isometrically for 15 seconds before performing 15 repetitions of the same motion targeting the bicep. The isometric is to dilate as much blood flow as possible in the biceps, and the 15 afterwards is just to really put a good cut in definition. And I believe that there was a 10-second isometric hold after the 15 just to add a little bit extra challenge. Now this is the second half of the routine. We're starting off with the same type of movement, a lat pull down, only this time it's with a wide grip and very, very slow. After the slow motion is completed, just like before, 10 reps of full speed contractions right behind it to really dilate the latissimus dorsi or back muscle. We finished off with a 10-second isometric hold, as this is the foundation of dynamic training, keep changing things up over and over. The next motion in the sequence is a rope tricep pull down. I had Dr. Scottsdale lean over to really get the upper head of the tricep for this motion. And as I said before, the routine changes every single time. So this time we did 15 repetitions every 5 isometric hold, going downward. You see as he finishes off. The next movement in the routine is a traditional dumbbell bench press. We did 3 seconds down, 1 second up to start the routine off. Get as much blood flow to the pectorals as possible. This is then followed by full speed reps to really dilate and pump up the blood as much as possible. So the basis of dynamic training is to not just change the routines up, but actually change up the number of sets, number of reps, holds in between the sequences, which is really great for tricking the muscles up to performing at high levels. The last movement in the sequence is also a bicep curl, only this one's done with a rope, full speed, fast succession for I believe it was 25 seconds, keeping your arms up and tight, leaning back, and I suggest putting a foot behind you to give added support to the lower back and abdominals, and pump out the biceps as much as possible.